Days out from Friday's opening ceremony of the Tokyo 2020 Olympics, there's been fresh doubt cast on the Games going ahead as planned. In Japan for us is Clare MacNamara.
Good evening from Tokyo. Well, we may be just a few days away now from the opening ceremony, but uncertainty here continues to swirl. Today we had the head of the Games Organising Committee, Toshiro Muto, not ruling out a late cancellation if COVID-19 cases surge. Muto said that he would be keeping an eye on infection numbers and holding discussions with the organisers if necessary. However, earlier the IOC President Thomas Bach had said that cancelling these Games was never an option. So I suppose the mixed messages are continuing. And the IOC actually are the only ones who do have the power to cancel these Games. Now, earlier today we were also down at the Athletes' Village here and we caught up with the Team Ireland chef de mission, and she was outlining some of her concerns and what they are doing to keep Team Ireland safe.
We do have restricted movement, but we try to encourage the athletes to use common sense. Obviously they're moving to the dining hall, they're moving to transport hubs because most of the athletes that are now in residence are training. But when they're not doing those things, we do encourage them to stay in the rooms. The rooms are very comfortable, they're quite spacious. We have 6 to 7 in each room, they're air conditioned. So it's not as if it's a prison sentence in trying to keep yourself safe and healthy.
Yeah, now we did have news over the weekend of the first athletes in the village to test positive for COVID. Has that sort of raised tensions and raised fears?
There's no way that you can avoid athletes either coming in and testing positive or even having people who may be affected as a close contact. But as I said, for us it's about continually messaging around the things we control, which is our behaviours, our environment, and then, as I said, an awareness all the time of what other people are doing. We have seen people in the village not wearing masks. We've seen groups not socially distancing or interpreting social distancing in a way that we would not be comfortable with as Team Ireland. So that's just what we have to do. There will be positive tests. We hope that we're not dealing with any positive tests, and we'll be doing everything we can to avoid that. But I think there is a reality here. It's a pretty closed environment. We could have up to 11,000 people, and some people will test positive.
Well, also at the village today, the Irish flag bearers were announced. Kelly Harrington and Brendan Irvine will lead Ireland into the opening ceremony. It'll be held largely behind closed doors with just officials, sponsors and dignitaries present. The boxers both said that they were honoured and proud to represent their communities, their sport and their country. Flying the flag far away from home. In an Olympic first for gender balance, countries have been asked to nominate 2 flag bearers, one male and one female. Boxers, Dubliner Kelly Harrington and Belfast's Brendan Irvine are delighted to lead Ireland in the Parade of Nations.
I'm absolutely honoured, and I mean I couldn't be with a better person. I'm delighted that it's with Brendan Irvine, and I'm delighted that it's for boxing. It's just such a huge honour for us, and it's great for both our communities also. It's magic. It's magic.
It's actually near enough emotional too. 2 years ago I didn't think I was going to get the opportunity to be here, so I'm very grateful, very proud and very excited to get going now.
My ma she'd be delighted, but I think my dad be fighting back the tears really, and the whole community would be absolutely buzzing, and I think it's the same for Brendan as well. Our communities are just going to be absolutely lit. So the athletes are trying to stay focused and control what they can at these pandemic Games. No doubt there'll be many more twists and turns along the way before we even get to that opening ceremony.